Hey Autumn. So I'm doing a Q&A session this time around. Um, how's it going? How's it going? So I'm leaving it open for everybody to ask you questions tonight. Just waiting on a few more people. So if you have any questions for me, go ahead and drop it in, and I'll go ahead and uh, answer them as we go along. If you have any questions, let me know. Go ahead and comment your questions so I can make sure I'm getting to all these questions tonight. But for now, I'm going to jam out to my little music on this Financially Lit Tuesday. So while we're getting started, and while I'm, going to have this music playing in the background a little bit. So we do have a couple of announcements. So there is a few events happening, quite a few events happening this week. Um, ah, oh, yeah. This is what happens when I forget to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. My apologies. So, quite a few events happening this week. For one, on this Thursday is Black Magic at the cookbook. And there's going to be a lot of different vendors out. So at the Culture Lounge, hello, will work. So I am doing a Q&A session. Go ahead and comment or add any of your questions that you may have. Financial, budgeting, tax, payroll, inventory, all that good stuff. Whatever questions you have, I'll go ahead and make sure I answer them. So Will, if you have any questions that you want me to answer, Autumn, if you have any questions you want me to answer, let me know. The beauties over here on Facebook. Let me see if I can do this. If y'all have any questions, let me know. 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 Ooh. But yes, I'm trying to start a business online. Okay, awesome. So you were looking for some tips on how to get started? Yeah, so while we'll get back to me, this Thursday at the cookbook, there's going to be a lot of different vendors out there. Grand Rev is going to be out there, just tabling, vending as well, different products. So whatever, so definitely make sure you make it out to the cookbook this Thursday. That's in downtown Jacksonville. Make sure y'all are out there, ready to have a good time and do what it do. So Will said, I'm trying to start a business. I make my own clothes, but I have no capital. How do I raise capital? Okay, that is big, right? I'm sharing this by the way. Awesome, thank you. I appreciate it. So Will, we're raising capital. A lot of people, we start and we're like, yeah, I have a great idea, and I'm ready, right? I'm ready to for somebody to fund my idea. But a lot of the times what happens is like the institution really wants to see that one, it's gonna yield profit because they want their money back if it's a loan, that you are likely to give them their money back, right? And then if it's a grant and things like that, there are lots of grants out there. I'd really say like there's quite a few websites. I know if you go to SL Career Studios. Hello, Dust Bunny Cleaning, 5280. Hello. Hello, everyone on Facebook as well. So if you're looking for funding, you really want to, and say you just got started. Oh, you write grants. Okay, awesome. But the timing, yeah. So grants, I know it does take a while for the funding to come back on grants. It really does. If you're looking for lending, then I would ask, like, what does your credit score look like? Have you well, you haven't actually established the business yet, so you're gonna have to base a lot of your lending and things like that on based on your credit. And then if you're looking for investors, then they're really going to want to see a lucrative idea, like something that's going to yield profit in the end, that's going to make them money. So, what is the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is my investor's return? Like, what does their return look like if they're investing their money into my business, into my clothing line? Right? Is it something that's going to yield a heavy profit? Is it in their areas of expertise? Can they offer me anything as well? Is there anything else I can offer them? So really putting that into retrospect as far as like looking for investors. And then for lending, you really want to look at your credit. If your credit is not where it needs to be or where you like it to be, I partner with a credit specialist, Ariel Consulting. So I'll be more than happy to put you in connection with her company, so that we can make sure we get your credit score strong enough so that lending and getting in touch with these institutions won't be as much as an issue. Y'all, this is a Q&A session, so let me know what other questions you have. Let me know what questions, whether it's budgeting, payroll, tax, um, Grand Rev stuff, whatever the case may be. No problem, Will. No problem. Let me know. Let me know what questions you have. So yeah, so make it out to the cookbook on Thursday. The other event is coming up on Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a pretty heavy day. But one of the bigger events that are happening on Saturday is a pop-up shop at One Bridge. So that's in the Regency Mall, Regency Square Mall, and they're having a pop-up, right? A bunch of different vendors, over 25 different vendors, and you get to just go ahead and get your holiday shopping done and at a one-stop shop, right? So a variety of different vendors. One Bridge, as you know, is a home to a lot of different businesses as well. So definitely come out to One Bridge from 1 o'clock at 1 o'clock on, I believe it's 1 to 4 on Saturday. Yes. All right, now about taxes, Will. Yeah, ask away, ask away. So, what are your tax questions? Because taxes is coming in. People are asking about the stimulus as well. People are asking about like what do I expect? Like, how do I account for the stimulus check that I received this year? So, let me know what y'all questions are. Okay, awesome. So he says, are there certain payroll companies I can use that also do business taxes as well? Well, Will, I'm so glad you asked, because Grand Map Financial is the company, right? So we do offer payroll, and then we do business taxes as well. So whatever business entity you are, as long as it's not it's not a not for profit. So we don't specialize in not for profits, but we do partner with a firm that does not for profit tax returns. But as far as for profit, corporations, LLC, partnerships, sole proprietors, contractors, we definitely can be assist you as far as the business taxes go. And then we do offer payroll services. So we'll definitely reach out to Grand Rev tomorrow, of course, during our office hours, or you can go ahead and book a call with me tomorrow or sometime this week, so we can hop on a call regarding the payroll or business taxes for you. ADQM says, are we getting another stimulus? That is a great question. Are we getting another stimulus? Lord, they are playing out here, right? So we actually don't know for certain when the stimulus is going to come out, but they did say that there is like basically they're saying, hey, the stimulus is going to happen. Now the question is, when is it going to happen? When is it going to come out? So it's looking like the first quarter of next year. It won't happen this year at all as far as the stimulus getting paid out, but it is looking like the first quarter of next year for the second stimulus to be issued out. But right now, they don't have a date as far as like what to be expected. They're still voting on it, and it's just like a whole delay mess. So we're waiting on the House to basically get that together. And so the other question is also, I heard that LLC can't be claimed on taxes. I'm not sure um where you heard that from, but hello, Charity. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Trey. So I'm not sure where you heard of as far as like LLCs can't be claimed on taxes, but how it works with LLCs in IRS's eyes are taxed like a sole proprietorship. So it's not really seen as it's not seen as a business. It's seen as, you know, you're being taxed as a sole proprietor in a sense, meaning just the self-employment tax, things like that, you are responsible for under an LLC. So how it works when you're filing the tax return for LLC business, you would attach a Schedule C that's going to have all the business deductions, income, the name of the business, the EIN number, all that good stuff about the LLC on there. So it's directly attached to the owner. Now, if you have like a LLP, which is a limited liability partnership. So if you have a partnership, essentially the tax return will be attached to each partner. So so they will do a partnership return, and each partner will be responsible for their portion of the tax bill for the business. So say I have a business with one other person. So me and that other person has a business, and 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 then we go ahead and file a partnership return, and we owe, say, $10,000 in taxes. That means each of us on our personal tax return, we're going to have to pay back $5,000. We're going to have to pay $5,000 in taxes each to account for the business if it was a partnership. Hopefully that answers your question well. Facebook people, I see y'all a little mute out here. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Let me know. Let me know. Awesome. Oh, okay, okay. All right, cool. Do you work with companies with PEOs? So, I would say um, not really. It's not too common. So as far as like PEOs, are you referring to an employer organizations? I just want to make sure before I answer the question. My eyes be hurting. Employer organizations, right? And I'll wait for you to answer that question. Okay, so he said yes. So as far as that go, I I would say I haven't in the past. Is it something that I'm turned off to or not able to assist them in the process? No. I'm definitely able to assist them if it is that type of organization. It's just not something that I've had a client that I've had in the past. Trey. Um, Book it. Okay. Charity said, "Hey, what information has been sent out on the PPP forgiveness?" Okay, so the PPP forgiveness, most of the information is out already. In fact, the information is out. The forgiveness is ready. Applications for forgiveness should already be submitting. Like, so if you receive the PPP, which is the payroll protection program, so if you are a person that received the PPP loan, then definitely go ahead and submit that forgiveness. It's about time, because you could only unless you did the 24 months. So there was two or three different terms. There was the 8 weeks, which is about 2 months period, and then there was the 24 months. And so if you are one or the other, you can start submitting paperwork to go ahead and get that forgiveness for the PPP. So a lot of companies, banks, other financial institutions are starting the process for submission for that forgiveness. And if you are under the amount of $50,000, if your loan was under $50,000, then it's automatically going to be forgiven. But you still do have to submit the paperwork for forgiveness. It doesn't mean that you could just be like, okay, go about your life. It just means that it will still be approved. You just still have to submit the paperwork. Um, this is the first time I've heard of an LLP. Yeah. So there are different types of business structures. The common ones are like your common for LLC, S corp, C corp partnership, right? Those are common, but there is different entity types as well. So you have family LLCs. You have you have you know little differences out there. It's a little bit depending on who's owning, right? Any other questions? Facebook people quiet. Any other questions down? Facebook. Okay, well, let me ramble about the upcoming event while y'all get your questions in for me. I'll just be on for about 15 more minutes or so, probably a little bit after 6:30. But definitely come out to One Bridge on Saturday. Also, we are doing a workshop for business credit and budgeting on the 19th, and this is a virtual workshop. So for anyone that is needing like getting their budgeting together before the new year, or maybe you're like, hey, I just want to make sure that I end this year off in a great standpoint. Let me make sure that I get my budgeting together. Let me make sure that I get my business credit together or start building business credit before the new year. We are hosting that workshop in about 2 weeks on the 19th, and that's virtual. So you don't even have to go anywhere. You just log on from your computer, log on from your phone. And even if you're not able to attend, if you do pay in, then we'll send you the recording for it. But of course, you won't have like the live action uh, version of it. So I do recommend making sure that you're on the workshop next Saturday. So we have Will said, "Girl, where you at? I have a lot of questions." Ah, so there's I'm not meeting anyone tonight. um, but I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida. So the link is actually in the bio. Will, if you go ahead and click the link in the bio, it should allow you to go ahead and book for the call. But yeah, the call is about 15 minutes long, so we probably won't get to all your questions, but I'll definitely answer, hopefully quite a few of your questions. Yeah, so Will, if you after the consultation, if you feel like, hey, let me book a strategy session with her so I can have an hour of asking all my questions and strategizing how to launch out this business, then that's completely fine. We can do that as well. ADQM said IG was lit tonight. Yes, it was. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Send me the link. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So definitely, will go ahead and book the consultation. I'd love to chat with you and answer any questions that you may have. Any other questions, y'all? Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ramble some more about Grand Rev stuff until y'all come out with more questions. The other is we are doing currently a 30 up to 30% off on our year-end services. Now you're asking, what does that mean, right? So year-end services are usually when you're closing out your books for the year, you've been in business all year long, and maybe your books are out of order. Maybe you need some financial statements to show the well-being of your organization going into the new year. Maybe you have an old tax return that you haven't filed yet. So really just getting that discounted price to close out. Bring your taxes current. Get your sales tax together. Maybe even your payroll. Maybe you have to make sure that your payroll is set for to be able to send out your 1099 contractors and W-2s in January, because we do have that deadline. If you are an employer, you have that deadline until January 31st to send out those 1099 and W-2s to your employees. So, and contractors. So definitely make sure that, like you reach out to Grand Rev and we could definitely help you out with that. So that'll be awesome. Any other questions, y'all? Tax, bookkeeping, payroll. Hello. Oh, hold on. Allard. Hopefully I said your name right. Did I say your name right? Hopefully. If I didn't, my apologies. My apologies if I didn't. Okay. Oh, I said it right. Okay. So, do you have any questions for me, whether relating to like finances, tax, bookkeeping, payroll, maybe even life insurance? Yo, I forgot to even mention that. So, if you have any questions, whatever it is in the financial realm, go ahead and let me know. Um, yes. Let me know what y'all questions are. I'm trying to figure out this. I don't know. Damn. Hmm. Oh, okay. Any questions, y'all? Any questions? Should a company offer a 401k or IRA? So, an IRA is an individual retirement account, and that's something that the individual opens up themselves. So, it's not offered by the employer generally, unless you are the employer and you're setting up your own um, self employed retirement account. But the 401k is a great benefit to have. So there are 401k plans that, oh, I was about to take off my sweater like it's getting hot in my house. Um, but there are 401k plans that the employer doesn't have to pay into. So you can offer this benefit to your employees without even nothing coming out of your pocket. So why not? So a lot of our employers offer 401k plans. It's just a group plan that you contact the issuer, the insurance issuer, maybe uh, really a lot of different insurance companies. So Aflac is one of the bigger ones as far as retirement planning goes. But Wells Fargo does it. A lot of financial institutions and also private owned financial institutions as well. So say you go, you set up the group plan, and you say, "Hey, employees, we are going to offer you this group rate plan to so you can contribute to your 401k." So it already kind of gives them a default as far as where their money is going to. They pick their risk level, and their money is already put towards that to accumulate for retirement. So it's really no money out of pocket for the company. Now, if the company wants to go a step further and they're like, "Oh, we want to contribute some money towards the employee's retirement as well because maybe the employee been here this amount of time," then that's great as well because it helps boost employee morale as well, because then they feel like, oh, the company cares about me, they contributed to my retirement, all that good stuff, or I have these benefits with this company, why do I want to leave, or you know all that good stuff. So it's a good idea, definitely. And as far as like employers, if you are self-employed, make sure that you are setting up a self-employed retirement account, because there is so many benefits for you paying for your own retirement through your business. Like it's huge. So make sure that you have that set up. If you are a business owner, set it up ASAP if you haven't already. Yes, it's a must. Go ahead and do that. So it's like double benefit, write off, and you get the benefit of saving money for your retirement. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Let's see. Alright. I get a little quiet. My rock out until y'all have any more questions. Until then, well, I'm gonna ramble some more about Grand Rep stuff. So, as you know, the tax season is coming up, starting tax window opens up on January 15th, if all goes well, right? Because that's been a big thing through this COVID period, right? So, if all goes well, January 15th opens up that tax window. So, that's the earliest, essentially, we as e filers can submit your tax return. So, that doesn't mean you have to wait until the 15th to come and see me, right? So if you have your W-2, if you have your last pay stub, hello, super herb infusions. Um, so if you have your tax return and your W-2, if you have your business paperwork, you close your books, all that good stuff, and you're ready to go January 1st. Hello, Little Wings. So if you're ready to go, you can come and see us at Grand Red Financial so we can go ahead and file your tax. And as soon as that window open, we can go ahead and send it to the IRS. So you don't have to worry about, oh shoot, I have to book an appointment after the 15th, to go ahead and send off my tax return. The earlier the better. Because as you go through the year, as things start coming up in the year, you don't want to be like, oh shoot, I forgot to do my taxes. Now I have to hurry up and get it in before April 15th. You don't want to just alleviate in that stress. So go ahead if you have your information done. If you need to clean up your books, now's the time. Like we're offering up to 30% off on this year-end services. So definitely book your appointments, get that stuff out of the way. If you have any tax returns that you haven't filed, maybe you haven't filed taxes in years, we can go ahead and knock that out for you at that discount as well. So definitely reach out, y'all. Get these things handled. Running away from the problem is not gonna solve it, right? Closing your eyes to the problem, it doesn't make the problem go away. It just makes it big. It just make it bigger and more of a headache to clean up, right? So everything's able to be fixed. It's just how we fix it and when we fix it is the question, right? So yeah. Any questions, y'all? Just a few more minutes. Thank you all for asking all these questions tonight. Instagram is definitely popping tonight. Usually, like Facebook has more going on, so it's interesting to see y'all show out on Instagram tonight. Um, but yes, let me know what questions I have. And if I didn't get to answer your question, or maybe you're like, hey, I don't feel comfortable asking my question here on the live, then you can book that consultation with me. So grandfinancial.com. It's GRANDREVE financial.com. And then go ahead and hit book now or / book now. And, go ahead and make that appointment. Hello, second letter. So go ahead and book that appointment so we can go ahead and answer any of your questions that you may have, financial related, credit related, tax related, bookkeeping, starting up a business, whatever the case may be. Definitely make sure that you're reaching out, because why go through life without knowing or being like, oh, I don't have the right resources or I don't know, when we're offering right now. And that's a free service, just hopping on the call with us for 15 minutes and asking your question and then us seeing how we can help. So yeah. I do still have a little time, so if y'all do have any questions, let me know. Any questions? Let me know. 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 Trey says, how can we stay up to date on regulations? Oh my gosh, that's intense. Because they change so frequently, right? It depends on what. So if you're talking tax regulations, then the IRS website. Unfortunately, like a lot of like I know like me, a lot of the softwares I utilize, they let me know as soon as an update comes out, so it helps. But as far as like just the average Joe trying to keep up with what's going on in the tax world, the IRS website, they issue out a statement like every other day. Like they're always making changes. Um, but if it's like it really depends on what regulations you're speaking about. But usually on their whoever regulations you want to keep up with, usually on their website, their head website, they're doing updates, they're changing their laws and their how you're submitting. Like IRS changed quite a few things going into the new tax season. Um, And I know I'm talking a lot on tax. It's just like it's coming up so fast, and it's on a lot of people's minds right now. So that's why I'm bringing it up. So hopefully that answered your question, Trey. Mm, 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 mm. Any other questions, y'all? And how do you stay up to date with GrandNet Financial? Go to our website and get on our email list. So grandnetfinancial.com. Go ahead and hop on our email list so that we can keep you up to date on things that are are happening with Granite Financial as well. So as we close out, definitely make sure that you are, if you're interested in building your business credit or getting your budgeting together for the new year, you can, or for the rest of this month, go ahead and register for the December 19th workshop. So that is a $45 website virtual workshop virtual, so you don't have to go anywhere. It's literally from your phone or from your computer. You can go ahead and log on for the workshop. It is about 2.5 hours long, and we'll be breaking the step by step. So you will leave that workshop knowing exactly what to do to acquire business credit. Like you won't need to hire anyone to do it for you. You will know step by step what to do to build your credit by yourself on your own, doing your thing. We are going to be able to give you that information for just $45 on the 19th. So that's in a couple of weeks. So definitely make sure that you are plugged in. And I'm heading out for the night. I'll see y'all again next Tuesday. You know what, Trey? I believe you gave me a topic to talk about on the live that I have to make sure that I speak on it. So I definitely make sure that I cover that topic that you gave me. I'm not remembering right now, but I'll definitely review the message so I can see what topic it was so that I can make sure I touch on it next week. But yes. That is it, y'all. See y'all next Tuesday and have a great, awesome, amazing Financial Lit Tuesday.